Welcome, everybody. NAISCC Cup League action. Texas nighttime. Yeah, baby. That's right. We are invading Texas tonight. Should be a good time. Stick around. We're going to get into the national anthem. Get it out of the way. Get something to drink, some snacks, whatever. Get your butt back here and spend the next couple of hours with us. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with the most hobbies. At least that's what the wife says. And the NISCC Cup League tonight at Texas. We'll be right back, y'all.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching Max Speed TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Like I said earlier, NAISCC Cup League invading Texas. A little tidbit here on Texas before we get into the qualifying in about 1 minute. Tires. They're only going to get 4 sets of tires extra, including the set they've got on their cars already. There is one fast repair, one get out of the pits free card, as I like to call it. This could be a fuel mileage race. Very much so. A lot of things to consider here. A lot of pit strategies going to be involved. One thing I will promise you, it is not going to be boring. Well, because that's just not how we roll here tonight. About 20 seconds left to go, and we are going to be starting our qualifying. As of now, let's get this thing out of the way real quick. Here we go. Let's talk about it. Tire window. Well, you're looking at 200 laps. That's right, 200. Tire window, 40 to 50 laps, roughly. You got to save your tires. Fuel window, anywhere between 55 and 60. Some will try to stretch it out, and some won't. We'll see how that works out for everybody here. But that is what we are looking at right now. And hopefully these guys will hop it in. They'll be getting into the qualifying run pretty soon anyway. And when we get to times, I will be bringing them to you. Let's take a peek. Some of the guys that are out here already. Let me see where we're at. There we go. I call him the ladies' man, Adam Westfield. The 88 machine. Good looking color paint scheme. These guys have some great looking color cars. I'm going to tell you that right now. I bet his Under Armour's purple too. What do you think? Anyway, that's one of the guys you want to watch out for. He knows how to get around this place. There's quite a few of them, actually. Now, let's see who else we got to talk about. What? Hey, here we go. Jacob Morris and the number 10 machine. I like the front of that car. Let's see if I can see it here. Right there it is. That's a good looking ride. Can't tell what the cause is, but it is good looking. I'm sure it's a good one. Some of the other guys that are running around here we want to take a look at. Where is he at? I'll find him. There we go. The 58 machine of Ryan Bird. He was on a tear in the trucks the other night. And not to mention, I do believe that he was fresh off a win at Rockingham last night in the Truck League. Maybe he'll be able to carry this momentum on over till tonight. What do you think, huh? Driving that 58 machine. Real quick, so far the fastest lap. Where's he at? Let me find him. Haha. This is kind of funny because I told him he's going to have to step it up a little bit. I always get this guy's name pronounced wrong. I always call him Ryan Fierro. You guys know my tidbit. I always give the names wrong. It's what I do. It's the Keegan Bradley in me. But, or Keenan, whatever his name is. But anyway, his name is Ryan Ferraro, actually. So hopefully he drives like he's got a Ferraro tonight, not a Fierro. We'll find that one out, won't we? Oh, what kind of laps we got coming in? Hey, Tom, Sinchek. Pretty good lap, 28.570. That's how close him and the 11 right there. Good night. Look how close they were together. And I'll find him. There he is. Chris Parkman. He is in the second spot right there. That was a good lap for him. Some of the other notables we want to talk about, if I can find them all anyway. Kyle Rochelle. Watch out for this guy starting out there in third. He's always fun to watch. Exciting, always. Zachary Compton, another one. Keep an eye on him. He'll come back up through that field, guaranteed. And there's Nicholas Compton in the 21st. Where is the one I'm looking for? Where is he at? Vinny. There he is. Nicholas Compton. No, I'm sorry. It's Vinny. Little Vinny Vincent Sora. I was talking to him earlier. He just got off a fresh juice box, and he's well dehydrated. He said he's feeling pretty good. We'll find out. He is up in that 9th position. Pretty doggone good run right there for qualifying. But anytime they tell me that they've got fresh juice box in him, he's ready to rock and roll. He means business. And this kid, he can drive. There's no doubt about it. Comes right out of his mom's womb with a driving helmet on. That's what I've been told. I can't confirm it. But it's pretty impressive nevertheless. And just about everybody, I think, Jonathan Pittman, pretty good run for him right there into that 8th position. 41 seconds left. Is anybody going to be able to knock off the number 8 machine off that pole? Makes you kind of wonder. Is it going to happen, Captain, or is it not? We will find out. You are watching NISCC Cup League. Looks like it could be 14 seconds left. Tom Sinchek will be the polecat for this race tonight, folks. Yep. That's the way it's going to be. Qualifying, finish, done, over with. See you, bye. Get these guys all lined up here eventually, and when they do, we'll be able to go through and see how many names I can screw up. Why? Well, because that's just what I do. It's my forte. Everybody knows that. Gotta take them a few minutes to hit to the grid, and here they come slowly. The old timing machine is just not as quick as it used to be. Anyway, like I said earlier, a whole lot of laps. 200 to be precise. We all gonna be here for a few minutes. As you can see, they are starting to line up eventually. And there they are. Awful pretty looking. All right, let's get the show on the road, shall we, folks? Let's start this bad boy off right now. Starting in row number 1, Tom Sinchek in the 8 machine. Along beside him, the 11 of 1, Chris Parkman. Row number 2, Kyle Rochelle in the number 1 machine. The 10 beside him of Jacob Morris. Row number 3, the 57 of Thomas Walter in the Toyota. The 88, the ladies' man. Beside him, Adam Westfield. Row number 4, the 12 of Ryan. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it right. Ferraro. Along beside him in the 37, Jonathan Pittman. Row number 5, 15, little Vinnie Vincent. Watch out for him, folks. He had a fresh juice box. He's ready to rock. 94 beside him of Sean Hofstedler. Row number 6 in the 4, Austin Halsey. And the 14 beside him, Jess Thornock. Row number 7, 16, Ron Kralik. That's what I like to call him. Ron. And the 20 beside him of 1, James Trammell. Row number 8, the 58 of Ryan Bird. He is running on a high, folks, off of the win last night and the trucks. Keep an eye on him. The 44 beside him is going to be Maurice Gomillion. Row number 9 in the 5, Dakota. I believe it's Moniz, but whatever. The 81, Zachary Compton beside him. Row number 10 to 51, Max Fallner in the Toyota machine. And beside him, the number 2 of Danny Cochran. Row 11 to 55 of Corey English. And the 80 of Nicholas Compton. Row number 12 to 25, Martin Morales. The 95 of Dylan Parker beside him. Row 13 to 70, Joshua Pike. And the 27 of Mike Vano beside him. And row number 14, last but certainly not least, in the Toyota machine, 1, Patrick Hernandez. Okay, that wasn't so awful bad now, was it? Get ready, folks. This is where it's all going to begin right here. Like I said, one fast repair. That's it. Uno. Take care of those tires. You want to take care of everything you possibly can here. This is a long race. 200 big ones. And who's it going to be up front? as soon as I can find them all. And here we go. The truck is in. Down on the bottom, it's Tom Sinchek. Up on the high side will be the number 10. We'll be looking for him because I ain't got his name yet, but I'll find it in a second. But it is a green flag, and here we go. That's Jacob Morris in the 10 up there on the top side. Tom Sinchek right away back up onto that high side. Looks like it's a possibility he may end up leading lap number 1. Mr. Excitement, Kyle Rochelle in the number 1 machine in second place. Take a look at a little wide shot. If you've noticed, everybody in the top 4 or 5 are running that single file line right there. As you can see on the way back here a little bit further, let's take a look back just a bit. 2 by 2 working on some people here. That 15 machine. A little Vinnie Vincent working hard on that number 37 beside him of Jonathan Pittman. A slight little breakaway. 1, 2, and 3. And Mr. Pittman working his way, trying to catch these guys back up here. A slight, like I said, slight little bit of leeway here, going from 3rd to 4th. And Vinny's going to take the shot down on the bottom. And it looks like he is going to take that spot away. Sitting in a 4th position. Yep, he does clear it. Go on back a little bit further. Westfield in that 9th position. Let's keep on looking. Hey, the 16 machine. Don't count him out of AA Ron. Whoa, the 58 right there. Got a little too close for comfort. Mr. Ryan Bird. No harm, no foul. The 94 might be just a tad bit off the pace up on that high side. He started out in 10th. That's Hofstetler in the 94. Way back up front once again, the top 3. Looks like they might have broke away just a little bit. Coming at you right now. Right around 187 mile an hour. That's what we're looking at here at Texas. It's a wide track. You can run anywhere you want to run. But you got to be careful. You got to save the tires, and you better watch out for the wall. It looks pretty, but it'll bite you in the butt before you know it. Austin Halsey in the 8th position. That's what we're looking at right in the front of his car. Sinchek still leading the way. 6 laps he's led. Oh boy, he is on a roll. Mr. Morris hanging in the 2nd. Kyle Rochelle is 3rd. Little Vinnie Vincent sitting in that 4th spot with Mr. Jonathan Pittman. That's your top 5 right there. And the 12th, Ryan Ferraro. He is in the 6th spot. Looking like he might be wanting to make a move on the 37 machine of Mr. Pittman. Like I said, your fuel laps will be somewhere in that 55 to 60 range. Everybody knows it's not a big deal pitting under a caution. Green flag pit stops, everybody knows that's a pain in the butt. You want to make sure you don't get ran over, or you run somebody else over, or you get caught for speeding. Whole lot of variables involved when it comes to a pit stop. That will be interesting to watch if we can get a green flag one. Also, the stage here, they're going to get one stage, and it will be on lap 80, at the end of lap 80. So keep that in mind. Still back up front, Sinchek's leading the way. Looks like the number 1 right there, Rochelle, trying to make a move on that 2nd place guy. of Mr. Morris. Morris is on the outside. Rochelle is down into the bottom. Looks like he's going to make that pass without any trouble. Looking back a little bit of ways, Vinnie Vincent hanging out in that 4th spot. Everybody appears to be playing nicely. A lap 11 of 200. Janice English out in YouTube land. How you doing tonight? Let's go, Corey, into 55, she said. Well, let me just go down here and take a little peek at him. See how he's doing, and there he is. Hanging out in that 24th position. Another good-looking paint scheme. Love the blue in that. The lightning. Hopefully he can become lightning fast here and work his way up through the field. Gets a little bit loose right there coming up on that wall. Luckily, he grabbed a hold of it before it was too late. Gonna give us both a scare there, isn't he, Janice? Man, oh man, that was close. No harm, no foul. He gathered it up. No big deal. Top 3 cats, if you happen to be playing that game. Sinchek leading it. Rochelle hanging out in 2nd. Morris right there in 3rd. And the kid, Vinnie Vincent, in the 4th position. I call him the kid because I think he's like 14 or 15, I believe. Maybe we'll get an opportunity to interview him later on. Like I said, you got a friend out here, somebody, a loved one, husband. Heck, you might even have a boyfriend out here. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever you got out here, you want to say hi to him, make sure you tell me right here in our chat, and I will speak it out over the broadcast. By the time they watch it, well, we'll be off the air, I'll be in the bed, and I ain't going to get in trouble. So whatever you want me to say, you just say the word. I have no problems passing it on. I don't know what I'm going to say for 1 minute to the next anyway. Works out pretty well. But Sinchek still hanging on. He's led 14 laps so far of 200. Let's go on down a little bit and see what's happening down the line, shall we? Got a nice little fight going on right here, it looks like. Let's see. The 57 of Walter trying to hold off Ryan Bird. Mr. Bird hanging out right there, giving him a run for his money. Let him know he's there in that rearview mirror. There was a nice pass. Let me see who that man was. That was a 94 Hofstetler. Breaks the top 10. Thornock in the 13th position. He's taking a peek possibly on the low side up there on that 51 machine who got just a little bit squirrely right there. And that is one Max Fallner. He's got a rear view mirror of the 14. A big shout out. That's what I'm hearing. Who's the shout out for? To my guy, Zachary Compton. He's a beast on the basketball court, they're telling me. Well, if he's a beast out on the basketball court, he better be motoring around up here pretty quickly because he's the 23rd spot here so far, and there he is. In the 81 machine. I gotta tell you, folks, this is one of my favorite leagues that I broadcast. I broadcast 5 nights a week. Why is it one of my favorite broadcasts? Well, I'm gonna tell you, because I have probably the youngest fan watching tonight. Apparently, he just, for some reason why, he likes the Crazy Bobby. I don't know what it is. A big shout out to my little buddy, and I think he's like 2 years old. And that is Ethan Morris. Watching his daddy and listening to his favorite little broadcaster. Yeah, I know what you folks are thinking. He probably doesn't get to listen to many of them, right? He doesn't get out much, right? Well, there he is. That's who he's talking about. That guy in that fourth position right here, Jacob. Showing pretty strong right now, hanging right there. Vinny did get around him, but he is staying right there with him. And I haven't forgot about you, Rochelle, on your shirt. It is in the mail, but apparently the mail is slower than a herd of turtles, I'm here. I just got a Christmas card the other day, believe it or not. So eventually you'll get it. Hang in there. Sinchak getting just a little bit of pressure from Michelle up here. Oh, looking back here in the back. We got a little bit of going on, huh? Check it out. Halsey's trying to get that 6th spot away from the 37 of Mr. Pitt. I'm sorry, wrong guy. The 57. Ryan Ferraro in the 12th machine. That's who we want to talk about. He just gets slipped back into the 7th spot. Austin Halsey takes it away from him. He's got his sights set all the way up there in that 37 machine of Jonathan Pittman. Certainly appreciate everybody watching NAISCC. Man, is that a tongue twister, huh? And we are from Texas tonight. Let's go on back and take a look. We got a little bit of a fighting going on right here, don't we? The 51 machine is taking a fine look at the 14, a Thorn knock. Not to mention the 58, a Mr. Bird, he's taking a good look at Mr. Westfield. Everybody fighting for position, trying to get into that top 10. Whoa, a little slide job going on there. Looks like it might have been the 50... I think it was a 58. Or no, it was a 51. Max Follner hangs on to it and gets a pass. Kind of impressive. My buddy A.A. Ron, he's got a couple cats. I said cats. Yep, he's got a couple of them on here knocking on his door. Trying to hang on to that 13th spot. Still up front, Thornnock hanging on all he can. Man, does Westfield want to take that from him up on the high side. Here he comes. Riding along with him. I'm going to tell you, you have got to really feather out that loud pedal. You got to pretend you got an egg between the pedal and the floorboard. You just can't stomp back into it. If you do, you'll slide your rear end out and you'll smack that wall before you know what hit you. He's working hard on that 51, trying to get that spot away. Trying to get it, and he just can't seem to get her done. Still all the way back up front. Nothing has changed so far. Still the same. Sinchek, Rochelle, the kid Vinny Vincent is in 3rd, and Mr. Morris bringing up into that 4th. You know what I'm talking about out there, don't you, in YouTube? What kind of name is Goop the Poop? Have mercy. I've heard it all now. Morris out in that 4th position. He is starting to fade back just a little bit from those top 3 cats, and there they are. 30 laps so far down in the books of 200. We are caution free at Texas, the NAISCC Cup League. Brought to you by the one and only MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. It used to be Bobby in the lobby, and the wife said, you better say hobbies because you got too many of them, son. So I decided to go with that one. Let's go on back and take a look at some more of these guys right here doing a little bit of battling. Cochran trying to keep his spot. Gold Million's going to take it away. Maurice going to hit that 17th. And he's working his way up on the Trammell also. He's going to take a spot away from him too. Still way back into the bag. Zachary Compton. In the 23rd spot. Mr. English right there in the 24th. Mr. Morris. All three of these guys hanging back here a little bit. Perhaps they might be waiting for an incident to happen, maybe. Everybody has a different scheme on what they want to do, a different plan. Sinchek still hanging out number one. Leading 33 laps of this race. He's definitely not running away with it by no means. Rochelle and Vinny is right there with him. That's 1, 2, and 3. 4 is going to be Mr. Morris. Pittman's in the 5th spot. Coming up, Ray Ferraro. And he's having a really good run tonight. He's sitting in the 6th spot. Austin Halsey started at 11th. He's up to the 7th in the number 4 machine. Hofstetler started 10th. He's up into the 8th position. The 57 of Thomas Walter. He dropped back into the 9th, settling in. Jess Thornock in the 10th, in that 14 machine. Started 12th. Max Faulkner started 19th, and he's up into that 11th spot. Pretty good run for him so far. The ladies' man. Adam Westfield. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty sure Stevie Wonder could probably pick that car out of a lineup. That is as purple can get. Good looking ride. He is in the 12th position. Ryan Bird back here into the 13th. The number 5 Dakota. Moniz, I believe. Anyway, he's 14th. Aaron, 15th. And Maurice Goldmillion, 16th. Chris Parkman, 17th. Trammell is in the 18th. Danny Cochran, 19th, 20. Joshua Pike. Patrick Hernandez, 21st. Martin Morales, 22nd. And Mr. Corey English and the rest of these guys. Corey English, 23rd, like I said. Compton's 24th. And Nicholas Compton is 25th. That rounds every single one of them out, guys. 38 laps so far in the books of 200. Sinchek, he has led every single one of them. Right around the 40 spot. Between 40 and 50 is when you start really noticing those tires going away. And that's when you're going to get the old slip sliding away. Looks like Ryan might be gathering up here. Possibly getting ready to try to make a move there on that 4 of Austin. Both these guys have pretty good runs going tonight. Everybody actually, they're not only playing very nice, but they have a little bit of distance between them all. Only thing they got to do is worry about hitting their marks, but right now it does look like that 19th is trying to take that spot away from Mr. Pike. All right, now this is your side-by-side battle. Everybody else is staying single file. Looks like Mr. Hernandez will make the pass. Whoa, who's sliding back here in the back? Who was this? Oh, Martin Morales. Almost got away from him. Gathers it up. And keeps right on a motoring. Like I said earlier, these tires are going to start to go away, and they are showing signs of it. Caution free, folks. 43 laps out of 200. Man, if this keeps up, I just might make my bedtime. Not to mention, little Vinny Vincent here in the number 3 spot. He'll make his bedtime also. Last time he had to have a quarter and a note for his mother just to be able to stay out late and continue the race. So hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. Well on the way of finishing this thing up pretty early. Running in that 3rd position. Said he had a fresh juice box and he was ready to rock and roll. Starting to show it right now, hanging out in that 3rd spot. Jacob in that 4th spot, still running strong. Mr. Pittman in your 5th. Sinchek driving away on it's a Saturday night here in Texas, but he's kind of driving around like a good Sunday morning drive. No pressure whatsoever. Go on back here a little bit. Let's take a look. Ron still hanging in that 16th position. Joshua Pike. I cannot read what it says on the hood, but it's a good-looking car, and I'm sure it's for a great reason. These are a great bunch of guys out here. If you're looking for a league, hop into this one right here. Check them out, NAISCC Cup League. Your leader coming right at us right here. To give you an idea of the interval, there's one. There's Vinny in that 2nd spot. All the way back here is the 3, Jacob Morris. A lot of real estate between them. Right here we got ourselves a nice little battle going on. Let's take a little look. Looks like, well, I don't know here. I could be wrong on this. No, I am wrong. Mr. English, he already came into the pits. He said, I can't take it anymore. He got him some fresh tires and stuff. That's going to put him just a couple laps down. The top 11 guys still have not been into the pits yet. They should be coming any time. I would say probably within the next 5 to 6 laps. Something you want to think about too, while you're running around here on old tires and everybody else has got new tires, well, they're going to have better times than you are, and you're just kind of hurting yourself if you don't get into the pits. So at some point, they're going to realize that they're not getting anywhere, so they should just go ahead and come in. And they've got it all figured out what they want to do. All the way back here to the 80 machine of Nicholas Compton. He's in that 14th spot. Now, if you look, the 44 machine just went around him like he was sitting still, and the reason why is because he's already pitted. And I think Nicholas had enough of that. He says, I'm coming in to get some fuel and tires. Yep, and also Austin Halsey's in. Where's he at? There he is, coming out at you. Sinchek still running around 51 laps. When are they going to come in? There's Mr. Morris. I'm back here, Max Follner in the 51 machine. He's got 53 laps. Ryan Bird, 58. And that's what happens. The 12's got the fresh tires. The 70 does not. Drives by him like he's going backwards. "54 laps so far on these tires. Everybody has come into the pits except for these first 6 guys. Now, watch the 25. He will catch that 8. No trouble whatsoever because he has got fresh rubber on. And there you have it. The question is when are they got to come into the pits? Morris is hanging out in that 2nd spot. Max Follner, he's in the 3rd. That means Mr. Vinnie Vincent, he did come in. And right there he is, working his way back up onto the track, trying to get back up to speed. That puts him out into that 10th position right now. And yes, he is battling it out with Jesse Thornock right behind him. And not to mention the 94 of Hostetler. All 3 of those guys are battling for position. Mr. Morris is going to run every ounce of tire that he can that's left on that machine before he comes in, it looks like. The 58, Ryan Bird. 57 laps on those tires, and you can tell it because everybody just drove right past him. Still waiting for a few of these guys. Your leader came in, and he's right back out there again. But that puts him in the 11th position. Follner is your leader right now. He's due to come in. Ryan Bird's due to come in. Joshua Pike, Zachary Compton, and Patrick Hernandez. Everybody else is on fresh tires. Here comes the 51. He said, I've had enough. I need some fresh tires and fuel. He's coming in at this time. That's going to leave Bird the leader so far. As the 12 motors around him. He's definitely pushing that fuel to the limit. And he's coming in also. That's going to leave it to Joshua Pike. The 88 machine. That will be Mr. Westfield. He's being shown in at 18th position. We will just wait till everything cycles back around, but we're waiting on. Here he comes, Joshua Pike. One more car is left, and that will be Mr. Zachary Compton, which should be coming in here probably the next lap. He is being shown your leader. And when he comes in, and he will, he's going to give the lead up to one Kyle Rochelle. Been up front all night long, top three. Your third place, right there he is, Senchek. He's led 54 laps of this bad boy, and he's bringing along the kid, Vinnie Vincent, with him. Take a look at little Mr. Vinnie Vincent. Sitting in that fourth position is going to be Jonathan Pittman in the 37 machine. And behind him, the Thornlock, Jess, fifth. Ryan still showing some muscle. He says, why in the world you keep calling me Fiero instead of Ferraro? I said, well, you drive like a Fiero. Apparently, that put a fire underneath his butt because he's doing great tonight. So now I got to call him by his right name. Hanging out in that sixth position. Hofstetler in the seventh position. Thomas Walter is in eighth. Halsey 9. Trammell in that 10th position, but not for long because Mr. Morris is wanting it. And Mr. Morris is going to take it. Now he's got to have his eyes set on that 44 machine up here, who happens to be doing a little bit of battling with the 19, but the 19 happens to be, I do believe he is down a few. Trying to find him here, and I can't. There he is. Yeah, that's Hernandez. He's down one lap in the 19 machine. Rochelle getting to come around the lead his fifth lap in a row. And here comes the number 2 guy who's led 54. Pretty impressive, folks. 66 laps out of 200. Caution free tonight. And the end of stage 80 is going to be... Lap 80 will be our stage. Taking a look at Ryan Bird. He's in the 16th spot. 17th, the number 5 in Dakota. Chris Parkman, the genuine draft. The old Rusty Wallace paint scheme. He's hanging out in that 18th position. He's all by himself. Morales is in 19th. Here comes Cochran. He's in the 20th, trying to take it away from him if he can catch up with him. There's Corey English. He's one lap down. Nicholas Compton is also a lap down. Zachary, he's a lap down. At some point, I'm sure there will be eventually. Let's take a look here. They will be coming up on some lap traffic, I think, at some point here, if we don't get a caution. Right there's your interval. 1, 2, and 3 looking right at you here. Then you go all the way back, way on back, to Mr. Pittman in that 4th spot. Jump down here and look a little bit closer because looks like Mr. Thornock is knocking on his door. Like I said, the 19 is a lap down. But Mr. Ferraro is in 6th. The only guy he's got to worry about will be back here, Mr. Morris. He's a little ways back in the 7th position. Westfield moving his way on up is sitting in that 12th spot now. Got his eyes on Mr. Trammell up here in the 11th. Keep an eye on this one right here. It does look like Mr. Westfield getting a pretty good run right there. Going to try to take it away from him on the bottom side. Let's see if he can get her done. And if he does, is he going to be able to bring the 58 with him, which will be Ryan Bird? He would like to take that spot away from that 20 up here of Trammell also. Mr. Follner right there in the 14th and the 51 says, hey, you know what? I'll join this game. Westfield up on that top side. Looks like Bird's going to come out the winner on this one. Lord have mercy. 18 people watching and 10 likes. Hit that like button for us. We certainly would appreciate it. I know these guys appreciate it. My boss might pop in here sometime or another and see all these likes. You guys are going to make me look good. If he don't, he's liable to fire me. Sinchek pops right back up to that number 1 spot. He takes it. Vinny Vincent back into 2nd, and Rochelle walks back into that 3rd spot. You are watching Bobby with all the hobbies here on MaxspeedTV. That's correct. That's who is talking on the mic. There I am. Go over to MaxspeedTV. Check us out. Give us a like if you haven't over there. Subscribe to us if you haven't. We have over 8,400, I believe, subscribers. Then he's still hanging on right there in that 2nd spot. Haven't had a chance to talk with him yet. Might be able to here coming up on our stage lap. Rochelle still hanging out there in that 3rd spot. A little bit of pressure coming on right here. Looks like the 14th of Thornock. He got the 37 of Pittman knocking on his door. Whoops, wrong side. Let's go over here. There you go. Looks like Mr. Morris will take that spot away. Oh, looking at him in the back right here, he cleared him with no trouble. Now Mr. Morris has got his eye on the 14 of Thornock right here. Man, this guy is on a mission. Let's ride along. Right along with Jacob T. By the way, just to let you guys know, Jacob's son is my youngest fan. And there is the caution. And that caution will be the stage caution. So your stage winner right now looks like it will be Mr. Tom Sinchek. Probably assume most of these guys, if not all of them, will be coming down and getting some new shoes, fuel. Now's an opportunity to take a drink. Well, watch them take them on in. There they come. Let's see who can come out first. The only caution, the stage caution, 82 out of 200 laps. And here they come. See if we can't get a chat or two with somebody in here, huh? Talk to me, Tom. Bobby in the booth. You got me.
10-4.
Hey, buddy. You're looking pretty dominant out there. How's that truck or that car riding?
It's riding good. Dominant, maybe not so much with the guy that's only 1/10 right behind me, but we're keeping him off. It's kind of tough to pass here unless you have fresh tires. But my teammate Kyle, Vince, they're giving me a run for my money. It's just hard to pass on this track.
Yeah, you're right. It is hard to pass on the track. I'll go along with that. Now, I know a little Vinny Vincent right there. He just had a fresh juice box before he started off tonight. So I'm thinking he's fired up and ready to rock here.
Yeah, he definitely is. I'm not sure where he qualified, but he definitely worked his way through. And when he gets to the front, he actually shows what he's made of.
Oh, you got that right. But yeah, you got quite a few guys that are got some good rides out through here. I know the let's see, Kyle Rochelle. He's the #1 machine. He's another one out here who's running really well too. But you're looking awful good, my friend.
Yeah. Kyle's my teammate. We're communicating the whole time. I think I got a better long run card, saving tires a little bit. But it's as long as I keep behind me for like 35, 40 laps, and then I can start gapping him a little bit. I think we'll be in good shape.
Well, hey, buddy, you take care, and I'm going to let you go here and watch you head back at it, and let's just see if you can't lead about another, 120 more laps. What do you think?
I think that sounds good to me.
All right, my friend. And I did steal you from RS Racing, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
All right. And we'll make sure I get you back where you belong. Good luck. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.
All right, we'll see you.
Very important you get these drivers back in their communications where they belong, because if you mess that up, ooh, man, it's not looking good for a broadcaster. Oh, hey, I never thought of that. I will mention that. I was just told that Mr. Morris, he is in 5th place. And his wife said maybe that's because it's their 5th year anniversary today. What do you think about that? A wife letting the husband race on their anniversary. Man, I'm going to tell you what, if you had about 15 or 20 sisters, I know about 15 or 20 guys would probably be as happy as they could be. Well, that's pretty awesome. He is in that 5th spot. It'd be great to see a win on the anniversary. Now, since you said that, I'm definitely going to have to root for the guy. But there he is. He's been running good all night, too, sitting in that 5th spot. Keep an eye on him as well. The NAISCC Cup League in Texas. 84 out of 200 laps in the books. Been caution-free except for this stage caution. Sinchek gonna lead him down. He's on the bottom. Rochelle's up on the top side. Green flag. Let's rock and roll one more time. Looks like a bunch of fireflies coming out there at you. Whoa, looks like Vinny's taking a look on the inside right there. Is he going to try to get that pass? Nice and close. Let's watch. Yep, he's going to get the pass. Doesn't necessarily mean he's going to keep it, though, because that 8 of Tom Sinchek is all over him. While these guys are battling out, all they're doing is bringing in Kyle Rochelle and that number 1 machine closer and closer. Not to mention Thornock. Still back on the bottom. He's going to come again. Is he going to make it stick down there? He will make it stick, and he's going to bring Michelle with him. Oh, Vinny's trying to sneak it in. And I'm going to tell you right now, Thornock right there just gave the kid a break. The kid was going to try to force his way in between there, and he didn't have the room, but Thornock backed out of it wisely. Otherwise, that could have been a problem. Morris, oh, we got trouble. We got to, oh, is he going to hold on to that spin? No, he's going to come all the way up into everybody and take half the field out. That's what's going to happen. We might want to check this one out for sure. Caution is out, though. First caution of the night. Oh, let's try to find out, see what happened. Somewhere right here. Yeah, it looks like the 12 of Mr. Bird got loose to begin with. And he had nothing to do, nowhere to go, and he comes up and he smacked the number 4. And of course, you know how that goes. It just continues on. We got the time. Let's go ahead and do it. Watch it again. Mr. Bird is who we're looking for. We'll ride along with him and we'll see what he had seen. There he is on the inside. You can see him sliding around right there. And I do believe I got the wrong guy. Had a great picture of him getting loose, though, didn't we? We want the 12. That's who we want. Oh, man, my man, Ryan. All right, this is what it looks like. He's riding along. There it was. He tried to gather it up, but he just couldn't do it. And that's when he takes a shot. Also hits it in the inside. You can see Aaron up there spinning around in the Tide machine. In the pits they go. First caution of the night, folks. They were just in 8 laps ago. Are they going to come in again or not? We shall see. Sinchek is leading the way. He's led 74 laps. And his teammates sitting there in the second spot. Let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to come in or are they going to stay out? Looks to me like they are going to stay out. Well, that's just awesome because if they are, it gives me an opportunity to have a chat with somebody. Mr. Morris, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Buddy, you're looking awful strong tonight for the anniversary. Congratulations, by the way.
Appreciate it.
How's your car doing?
Feels pretty good, honestly. I got held back by a couple Kais on after that green flag stop, but we're still top 5.
Oh, yeah, you're top 5. And I believe Mama said she gave you a pass for tonight to race. So there's no pressure on you there, is there?
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Well, you better be doing good because my number 1 fan out there and your son, well, he's hanging right with us tonight. So make them both
I hear him
proud.
in there.
Yeah. Make them both proud, my friend. We'll keep an eye on you tonight. Good luck. Keep motoring up.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Yay. I got him back where he belongs, I believe. That was Mr. Morris. In case you guys did not know, this is his 5th year anniversary tonight. And his wonderful wife is going to let him race. Let's take a look at him real quick. Top 5, Sinchek, Rochelle, Sora, Thornock, and Morris. You are watching the NAISCC Cup League in Texas. That's correct. Mr. Morris better win this, or we will send him to the Shaq Hennessy's office. Oh, that's hilarious. If you guys haven't seen that little skit, you need to go to the YouTube and watch it. I think it's, I can't remember what it is. It was the teacher, 1 and 2 of Keegan and the other guy. But they are funny to watch. "92 laps out of 200, working our way up to halfway. Sinchek's dominated so far. 76 laps he has led. His teammates up on the top side of Kyle Rochelle. And Vinny Vincent, the 15s on the bottom, the 14, Jesse Thornock. Mr. Morris in the number 10. And Mr. Pittman in that 37 machine. Rock and roll, here we go one more time. Going through the gears. You don't want to miss them. Whoa, Pittman gets thrown up on the top side just a little bit. Jumps right back in. Looks like the number 1, Rochelle, Kyle. He's up on that high side. Giving up a few spots. Settles back into that 5th spot. Whoa, evasive maneuver right there. The old genuine draft machine. Chris Parkman. He's in that 8th spot. He is trying to motor around that 37 of Pittman. Love to have the 7th. Cochran hanging out right there in the number 2 machine in that 9th. With the ladies' man, Adam Westfield in 10th. On back, Ryan Bird in the 58 machine. He's looking to take a spot away. Trying to get that 44 down. Maurice Millions in the 12th. Ryan Bird sees it, and he's trying to get it. Maurice says, not yet. Single file as far as you can see. Going on back, all the way back. Here we are again. Patrick Hernandez in that 21. Joshua Pike. He's in the 20th position. Zachary Compton there, 22nd. And behind him, Nicholas. Aaron, he's set back in that 24th position after he got tangled up into that wreck. And Corey English, 1 lap down in the 55 machine. Still up front, Sinchek leading the show. A little bit of real estate between him and little Vinnie Vincent. Looks like Vinny's getting a whole rearview mirror full of the Rochelle. And Mr. Thornock right there in that 14 machine. Wow, looks like, yep, Walter's going to try to take that spot away from Morris on the bottom side here. And Parkman in the 11 is going to follow suit. Nowhere for Mr. Morris to go. Just watching these guys go right underneath him. Going to try to drop in line eventually somewhere back here. Keep an eye on him. See what's going on. He might not, something's not right, I can tell you that. Either that or he's just getting freight trained everybody on the inside. He cannot drop down there at all. Yeah, he finally slips back into place. Sinchek still hanging out here on the top. Way back here, Joshua Pike in that 20th. Mrs. Morris said he actually came to their wedding 5 years ago. Him and Nick Compton. That's pretty cool. Buddies racing. Ryan in that 14th spot. Trying to get up on the 51's door here, a Faulkner. Not yet. Looks like Mr. Morris dropped back into that 8th position. Now he's back down on the bottom. He's going to pass all the cars that passed him a couple laps ago. Working on Westfield right there. Takes that spot away from him. Now he's got his eyes on Mr. Pittman in the 37. Top 6 cats, if you're playing the game. Top 6. Moving on out just a little bit. All the way back to Mr. Parkman right there in a genuine draft machine. Walter's taking a look on that inside right there. He better watch it, because as he's watching to take a spot, so is the 11 of Parkman. He's going to go down way into the inside, and he's going to try to take it away from the 57. And he shall. Still up front, nothing's changed. It's still the same. Tell you, how awesome is it? You're out here racing your tail end off, and you got your better half sitting in there probably in the other room watching it on the, probably on the TV or whatever, or their laptop, iPad, whatever they got. That's kind of cool. Get my wife watch me race? I probably doubt it. Down on the bottom, take a look. We got her scrolling. Some of the sponsors. Appreciate those guys. Anybody else back here working on a pass? The 94 is not working too hard on the 20. But they are thinking about it. That's 16th and 15th right there. A nice little gap. Tell me that doesn't sound mean, huh? A little something I put together of about every view you can think of. Every camera view I've got coming at you. Boy, does that wall come up quick. Send check. 97 laps he's led. Rochelle, the teammate, right behind him. He's only led 7. Vinnie Vincent got him a nice, freshly chilled juice box before the race. He told me that he felt good. He felt confident today. Well, I don't know what he's drinking, but it's working because he's sitting in 3rd. Thornock sitting in the 4th spot. There's Parkman in the 5th. In the 11 machine. Jacob Morris has worked his way back up to 6 from being railroaded on the bottom when he was stuck up top. Walter's there in the 7th. Dakota in the 5th. Or in the 8th, driving to number 5. And the ladies' man himself, Adam Westfield, in the 9th position. Top 10, there's Danny Cochran. He got a whole bunch of guys behind him fighting for position. Every single one of these cats are. I said cats. Still up front, Senchek. Might be getting just a little bit of pressure from his teammate right there, maybe. $116 out of 200 laps in the book. Oh, thank goodness. We are rolling along here, though. Top three seems to motored on just a little bit. And then here comes your fourth and fifth. And back just a little bit right there is your sixth, seventh, and eighth. Dakota thinking about it. It has crossed his mind. He would love to take that number 7 spot away from Walter if he can. Mrs. Morris says the plan tonight is on the anniversary watching Daddy on the big screen TV in the living room race. Awesome. Does that mean you've got me blaring through the sound system as well? My fabulous broadcasting voice. Oh, thank you very much. Hopefully a picture looks good to you guys because I am now broadcasting in a whopping 1440. That's right. It's as good as it gets right here. I'm sure the broadcasting could be a little bit better, but hey, the picture is awesome. Could be worse. I could be a stuttering broadcaster. Well, wouldn't that be something, huh? Everybody seems to be spread out just a little bit. The only thing I see happening right now is still Dakota working hard on that 57 of Walter, trying everything he can to get around him here. We're going to ride along with him. Working on him on the inside. Trying to keep it down on that white line, but boy, you got to be careful because that transition off that white line, that will shake your car up and send you flying. Watch the run that he gets right here. He's going to come right up on his bumper. Can he keep the momentum enough to under the turns, though? That's the question. And it looks like he's going to make that pass, and he did. In the 7th spot. Nothing's changed up front. 1, 2, and 3 is staying the same. Mr. Parkman working his way up to get into that top 4 car pack. He's in that 4th position. He just needs to motor on up there and get behind him. Thornock setting into 5th. You got Mr. Morris right there, running him down. A nice little break here. The number 5 machine. Again, him and Walter battling it out. And while they battle it out, they're going to bring up Mr. Westfield right there with them. They've got 42 laps on this last pit run. They can actually go up right around 60 before they got to get fuel. It all kind of depends when they're going to pit this next time around. Who's going to start the pit? These guys are going to try to make it if they can. I would imagine on one more pit stop, and that's their goal. So they are going to run as long as they can possibly run. And that's when the tires start to get slick. Morris is slowly reeling in. Thornlock. And in the back, you can see that little wiggle wobble of Mr. Weaver, or I'm sorry, Mr. Walter there in the 57. We got a little battle brewing up one more time. Austin Halsey there in that 10th spot. And Mr. Pittman would just simply love to take it. And, of course, you got Cochran right there. He's got Ryan Bird all over him. And he's got Ryan Ferraro in the 14th. He, too, is all over him. Let's go back up to that again. This right here might get exciting. This could get interesting. There's Bird in the 58, motoring around, trying to get past the number 2 of Cochran. He's definitely not making it easy on him, I can tell you that. Looks like he will clear him. Ryan's trying to take a shot at it also on the inside. Just remember, while they battle it out, as they're battling it out, they are going to bring these two guys behind them a little bit closer to them. And that will be these guys, and they are coming. You just love watching a couple guys up there in front battle it out. They slow down when they do that, and you can just come right up there and just charge. Then you can put a little pressure on them, and that's exactly what the 20 of Mr. Trammell is planning on doing right here. You got 4 cars looking for ones for the spot right here. They would love to try to take it away. Whoa, gets a little bit squirrely on the bottom, gathers it up. No harm, no foul, but still the 2 of Danny Cochran's hanging on to it. This is what happens when you're running on these tires like this. You got 50 laps on these tires, 10 more, you're going to have to get into the pits for fuel. Things do get a little bit slickery. Yeah, it looks like I do believe that might be the 12. Kind of disappeared a couple times there, but he's back. Hopefully he fed the squirrels in his internet box. That's usually what happens. Still out front, though. No surprise. Sinchek, 117 laps led. His teammates sitting in the 2nd spot. Then Vincent Sora in 3rd. Chris Parkman is 4th. Thornlock sitting there in the 5th. Mr. Morse in 6th. You got a rear view mirror full of Dakota. A little ways back, Walder in 8th. 9th is Westfield, and 10th is Halsey. That is your top 10 right now. 53 laps on this set of fuel and tires. They can go right up to 60, maybe even 61. Doing their best to try to make this a one more fuel stop. We'll see. Again, these four cats are still having at it. The 94, he is in that 13th spot. But man, you've got Trammell, you've got Ferraro, Follner, all of them battling it out right here for a position. Way back in the back, AA round, 25th, 4 laps down after being involved in an incident. Corey English, he's only 1 lap down now. Nicholas Compton hanging out in that 23rd spot. Hernandez is in the 22nd. A little bit more of a battle going on still. The 51 of Follner and the 12. The admins will be watching carefully because the 12 keeps popping in and out. iRacing done a kind of a neat thing. At least I guess it's neat. But whenever a car pops in and pops out, you'll see all that smoke. That lets everybody know what's going on. Before, you had no idea. $57 laps on this pit stop, on this tire run, fuel mileage. How far are they going to go? They are going to run it all the way down to the last drop. Fuel mileage is going to play a huge part of this. We've only had 1 caution. Technically 2 with the stage win, but incident-wise, only 1. But Sinchek's checking out a little bit right here. He's got some real estate between him and the second place teammate of Rochelle. And then third, Vincent. Hey, Parkman sitting there in that 4th, 5th. Thornock, and 6th is Dakota. And then Mr. Morris. What we want to know is, when are we going to come into the pits? I will imagine probably within the next couple of laps. They're going to try to get all they can get. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't end up coasting in. Everybody out there on YouTube, you still with us? Give me a holler. Let me know where you're from. I'm kind of curious. Where are we reaching out and touching you guys at? Appreciate all 14 of you out here watching that are live. Little Vinny slowly starting to reel in that number 1 machine of Rochelle. They're saying Zachary Compton's going to make a mean comeback. We will watch and see if that's going to happen. He definitely going to have to get on it. Running out of time slowly here. Hello, Philadelphia. I'm just 1 state over there from you, buddy. And it does look like the man just gave it up. And there he is. He's in. Let's sit right here and watch. Let's see who's going to come out of this one. Most of these guys will have enough to go all the way, it looks like. Sinchek is back out. Rochelle is back out with him. The kid's in. There he is. He's up and out and away. That is going to leave it. Ryan Bird to 58. He's your leader as of now. Awesome. Watching from Tennessee, my favorite state where all my relations from. Great to hear from you out there. Louisville, Kentucky. Awesome. Ryan is your leader as of right now. 58 laps on those tires. He's not been in yet. Neither has Trammell, Follner, or Pike, Hernandez, and Zachary Compton. I guess we've got a nickname for Zachary. They are calling him the Young Goat. Alrighty then. Young Goat it is. I'm on board. Trammell would love to lead a lap right here. Mr. Bird ain't making it easy for him, I can tell you that. But he was able to lead that one. And that's what fresh tires does. Watch the 14 go around them like they're going backwards. Or, as my relation like to say in Tennessee, backwards. He is flying. Again, Bird and Trammell, Follner, Pike, and Mr. Hernandez. All three of them needing to come into the pits fairly soon. Looking like most of these cats, if you're playing the drinking game. I just said it. It looks like they maybe end up going all the way right here. This should be their last and final pit stop. They can make it. There goes Parkman like he was shot out of a cannon. Him and Kyle. Now, when this is all said and done, all the way up here, Sinchek will end up resuming the lead. Hey, Joshua, no, it's not Bobby in the lobby. My wife had me change the name. It's now Bobby with all the hobbies. That was from the lobby. You are watching NAISCC, Lord, that's a tongue twister. Cup League in Texas. Brought to you by, as I just said, Bobby with the hobbies from the lobby. MaxspeedTV. 8,400 subscribers. If you're not subscribed yet, get your butt on over there and hit that like, subscribe button. We got T-shirts, bracelets, decals, all kinds of good stuff out there. Check it out. Please do so. I got about 5 dozen shirts sitting here behind me. And I can't wear them all. Trust me. Sinchek still 129 laps. He has resumed into that lead spot. 154 out of 200 laps in the books. Parkman doing a heck of a job right now. He just took second spot away from Kyle Rochelle. Been watching Parkman, man. He's really been motoring around here pretty good. Back here in the back, the kid, Vinnie Vincent. He is in fourth spot. Way back into that fifth position back here. Jesse Thornock in the 14 machine. Jesse's got a little bit of motoring to do to catch up to Vinnie. And right there's Mr. Morris hanging out in that sixth position. And, of course, Jock Pike in front of him. He's in 17th, a lap down. He's still got to get around him, though, so he can get his eyes set up on Thornock up here in that fifth spot. A little real estate between him and Kyle, once again, comes right back up and trades positions, takes his second spot back. He said, Parkman, forget it, man. I've been in second for a long time in this race, and that's exactly where I'm going to stay at. The question is Mr. Vincent going to be able to go up there and do a little something on that third spot? He's got nothing to worry about. At 94 right there is 2 laps down. We just seen, I don't know where in the world is he at. Let me find him. Ron. There he is. Looked like he made an evasive NASCAR maneuver for some reason or another, but he's back here in the 25th position. He's 4 laps down after being involved in an incident earlier. Justin just hollered out and said he is going to be gifted some racing equipment from Pike, and he will be out here racing with them soon. Can't wait to see you, my friend. Get on out here with them. These are a great bunch of guys to run with. Check them out. NAISCC Cup. They also, I do believe, I'm thinking, yep, they also run, I think they run a truck league also, so. But check them out. Good bunch of guys. 135 laps. He has led. 160 out of 200 is in the books. Sinchek checking out into another zip code here. His teammate back a little ways. Rochelle in the second spot. The kid, Vincent. He's still holding on to that third spot. But here, we got us a little bit of fight going on right here. Well, not too much, even though the 94 is down. But he is keeping Parkman away. Parkman's trying everything he can to get past him, the lap traffic of the 94 there, so he can catch up with the kid. And he's not making it easy for him, to say the least. Maybe Parkman to get up there close enough to him and give him the old he-hove, the old little touch. But as of right now, he can't get back with him. Thornock slowly trying to make his way up front. And you got Mr. Morris slowly trying to catch him. Let's check on the 12. He's in the 11th position. Ryan. Still running pretty good, though. Not too awful bad. Trying to crack that top 10 if he can. I told him he better at least get a top 10, or I'm not going to call him by his real name, which is Ferraro. I'm going to go back and call him Fierro. So he's got to get into the top 10 if he can get it. There's Pittman. He's up in that 9th spot. And I do believe he just took a spot away from Mr. Westfield, the ladies' man. Way back into the back, Corey English. Still 2 laps down. The 19 of Patrick Hernandez. He's in 18th position. He's only 1 lap down. And Zachary Compton, 19th. He's a lap down. Still back up front. Might be getting caught in some lap traffic maybe here in just a little bit. I can see Mr. English up there. Well, let's take a wide look. That's how close he is. No, that is not Mr. English. Who is that? That is going to be, I believe... Yep, that's Danny Cochran. He's about ready to go a lap down here. There is Cochran, and right there is your leader. I'm thinking if nothing goes wrong at this point, Sinchek can probably eat a hot dog and drink a pop and still finish this race out on top. As long as we don't get a caution between now and then. Vincent still hanging on to that 3rd spot. No concerns there with the 94. He is 2 laps down. He might be able to help him motor on up there with a little bit of drafting help, possibly. Might be able to catch him. He's only got to go to right there. Lap traffic staying high. Sinchek right now, he's passing about everything but a McDonald's. Mr. Morris still holding on to that 6th spot very comfortably. He would love nothing better to get into the top 5 at least, considering today's his 5th year wedding anniversary. That would be pretty awesome. His wife's got me on the giant big screen TV and the big sound bar. Not to mention, Mr. Morris's kid is my youngest fan. That's what I'm told anyway. So yeah. It's his anniversary. His kid's my youngest fan. And it's his 5th year anniversary, and he's in 6th place. That'd be pretty awesome if he can get up there and get that spot from Thorndock up here, which is in 5th, and he is slowly trying to reel him in. Looks like Mr. Westfield is going to be doing a little battling right now. Go Million. Maurice. And the 45 machine's trying to keep him back behind him. And of course, Trammell He'll be the 14th position. He's got a ways to go to be able to catch up with those guys. So Westfield only has to concentrate really on Maurice up here in the 44. Man, Aaron, that is one dirty tied machine. When I mean dirty, I'm talking dirty, folks. How dirty? That's pretty dirty. What do you think? I'm going to call it dirty. Six laps down after being caught up in an altercation. Lord have mercy, Sinchek, man. He is on fire. 152 laps this guy's led. If it's not his favorite track, I can assure you it will be when this race is over. Rochelle still in the second position. Vinny trying to catch up with him. He is reeling him in ever so slowly. Take a look. Parkman ain't got nothing to worry about. There's Thornnock. He's in that 5th spot. That's one thing that Morris would like to see right now. He'd like to see the 80 of Compton do a little bit of battling with that 14 machine. That way he can catch him. Right now, Jesse seems to be running away a little bit here. Now Morris has got his work cut out for him a little bit. He's got to try to get past the lap traffic. But he's still motored around in that 5th spot right there. Morris would love to have that from him. 20 laps to go, folks. Only one caution so far. Well, technically 2 with the stage, but we don't count that. Trying to find a little bit of action around here. Everybody being in their single file just makes it a little tough to see anything here. Everybody just a little action going on right here. Too bad it's not for a position. Follner back in the 22nd spot, running all by himself. Speaking of all by himself, Sidchek just checked out to a different area code. Hey, got ourselves a caution. Holy crap. What do we got? Nicholas Compton, possibly. Let's go back and see. Everything looks to be about normal here until he hits the wall and then hits the inside. Then gets on the brakes right there. What a heck of a shot that was. Done a good job getting that thing slowed down. We shall run that bad boy all the way back. Let's check it out real quick, huh? One more time. Let's ride along with him. Hello, wall. Hello, wall. Locks it up. Wow, just cleared him. And here we go. What's going to happen? They are all coming into the pits right now. Every single one that can will. Let's sit and watch. Let's see who's going to come out. Thanks for being here, folks. The NAISCC Cup League, Texas. Motoring around from the pits. What is my timing screen gonna say? It will say it is gonna be Tom. Sinchek does come out first. Rochelle second. Vincent third. Parkman's fourth. Thornock fifth, and Mr. Morris is in sixth. Now he's got to get an opportunity to get up into that fifth position for his 5th-year wedding anniversary today. Walter's seventh. 8th is Dakota. 9th is Martin Morales, I believe. And then 10th, James Trammell. Then Pittman, Ryan Ferraro. 15 laps to go at the line. Let me see. Who can I bother? You know what? I really don't want to, because we're so close. I think I'm just gonna leave them alone. Let them do some talking and some strategy work. Senchek is your leader. He has led 160 laps. 160 freaking laps. The man has owned Texas tonight, folks. I'm telling you. It's been tough on some of these guys. A lot of these guys are 1, 2, 3, 4 laps down. Becky Compton is saying that stinks. Talk to me. What stinks? I'm going to assume poor Zachary up here. They are going to get their laps, and away they go all the way back around. Nicholas, he's in the pits. He is 5 laps down. He may be done for the night. Now it's about to get serious, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Sinchek's up on the, or he's on the bottom. He's led the most laps. He's led a boatload of these laps. His partner, his teammate, Kyle Rochelle, the number 1 machine, he's up top. There's Parkman, second car up on the top. The kid, Vincent, in the 15 machine. Chris Parkman, and then Thornock, Morris, Walter. That's top 7 right there. Hopefully in the next 14 laps, we're going to see who's going to win this bad boy. Yeah, Nicholas was wrecking. He wrecked there, but he did a heck of a job saving it, not taking everybody else out. Green flag racing one more time. Let's do this. And we got to be able to finish it without a caution. We will see, but I can tell you right now, man, did Nicholas or Vincent get a jump. The kid is all over the 8 machine. Takes him way down to the bottom. We got a couple guys smacking each other. The 57, he is all the way up against the wall, sliding around. A little too aggressive right away. Well, let's go back and take a peek. Looking at the 57 machine right here on the inside. Let's see what happens. Oh. We'll back it up and investigate it real quick. I did see the 11 right there. I'm not quite sure what happened here, but I'm going to find out because we can see it right here. Try it again. What happens? Whoa, looks like a little net code to me. I didn't see the 11 hitting anybody, to be honest with you. But I will. Tell you what I did see. Way up here at the top. Let's ride along with little Mr. Vinnie Vincent right here. Hey, let's watch this. Do they touch? Yes, they do. Looks like, oh man, look like the 8 may have came down on him here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what happened. It looked like the 8 came down on him anyway. And then when the 8 came down, unfortunately, I think he might have took out his teammate too. Trying to hang on to it. No. The teammate slams into him. That is kind of ugly. That is racing. All the friends and the teammates and all that stuff goes right out the window here to get in the last few laps. The question is, how bad is that 8 machine of Tom Sinchek's? Let's take a look and see. That doesn't look too awful bad. That doesn't look too awful bad. He's not looking too bad. I think he's going to be all right. He's still got the fenders on her. Now, Vinny hit him pretty hard. They got into it pretty good there. It was a netcode deal, but he still got into him. Let's take a look at some of his fenders, huh? I don't believe he's in too bad a shape either. The guy that really got it all, way back here, Kyle Rochelle, he's knocked all the way back into that 17th spot. He had to come into the pits, get some work done. Like I said, I am not going to bother these guys. They're talking. They're working on stuff. I'm just best to leave the lying bear alone. I don't want to poke a bear right now. Ten to go at the line. Appreciate everybody watching this NAISCC Cup League out of Texas with the one and only Bobby with all the hobbies. MaxspeedTV, the #1 broadcasting around. 8,400 subscribers, one of the oldest broadcastings in iRacing. Not meaning that I'm the old one, but the network itself is. I only sound about probably 30, 25 or 30 in that sound bar. Wouldn't you say there, Mrs. Morris? Sinchek staying out. Vincent is in the second spot right there. Look at that. Jesse Thornock, he's in third and in fourth. Mr. Morris. Chris Parkman is in fifth. Sixth, Dakota Manise. Seventh is going to be Pittman. Eighth is Ferraro. Ninth, Trammell. And 10, Go Million. Lights out on the pace truck. We definitely got ourselves, again, as usual, not surprising here for this league, a nail biter, tongue twister, whatever you want to call it. Always good with these guys. Every race is a blast. She says I'm 31 in her book. Thanks. Gonna be 9 to go when they take the green flag. The question is, are they gonna be able to keep control? Are they gonna be able to try to tame themselves a little bit here to try to get this thing finished in? You don't run 190 laps to get taken out in the last 10 laps. That's heartbreaking. There we go. Green flag on the bottom side. Sinchek's going to take right on off. Try to get a little bit of a jump on Vinny there in the number 2 spot in that 15 machine. And then he said, go ahead, you can run, but you can't hide. I am staying right with you, and I'm going to take you down way into the inside right here. The question is he going to be able to make it stick? The rest of these guys are trying to freight train Morris down on that bottom side. Parkman in the 11 machine, sitting in that 3rd spot. He's trying to hang out. Whoa, trouble right there. Looks like the 37 basically might have just lost it. I don't think he got hit or anything. We'll go back and we'll watch it. Since we got the caution going out, he just looked like he just lost that. Right along, let's see. There he is. He's sliding. We will go back and take a look a little bit closer to this one. And how we can tell easily is we're going to go for a little viewing right here. Let's slow it down and see what happened. I can't tell if he got touched by Morris or not. Have absolutely no idea right there. He already had damage in the backside, so I can't really tell, but maybe. Let's take a ride here. Yeah, he got touched just a little bit. He might have tried to check up, and Morris couldn't do anything about it. He was right there. That's what happens. When you're riding that close with somebody and they happen to check up and somebody's on your butt, they can't, there's no time to react. That's just racing, in my opinion. It's not the first time, and it certainly will not be the last. We're going to do it again. We are showing number 1, though. Vinny Vincent. He told me earlier when I talked to him before the race started. He says, Bobby, he says, I got myself a nice freshly chilled juice box. He says, I'm well dehydrated and I'm feeling pretty darn good. Obviously, it shows. His brother was supposed to race with him today in this race. They didn't get the rig set up in time. A little story about Vinny right here. Last week when we were racing, it went way into the night there. The last time we were racing with him, and he had to have a quarter and a note from his mom just to be able to stay up late to finish the race. All joking aside, though, this kid, anything he sets in, he's a winner. He's got the poise. He's as cool as a cucumber. And he's like a rattlesnake. You'll never know it until he pounces on you and it's too late. He's a little sneaky snake. But he is a driver. He can get the job done. He will not make it easy whatsoever on Mr. Sinchek. He is sitting in the third spot there. He has led 166 laps of this race. I can tell you right now, if there's one guy that's in front of me, it's going to make it tough to get around, it will be the kid, Vinnie Vincent. Thornock sitting up there in that top side. He started 12th. Here he is in the second. There's Parkman. He started second. He's been running around up here all night long. Now he's sitting in that fourth spot. He knows how to get around this place. Mr. Excitement himself, I'll tell you, watch him. Mr. Morris right there in that fifth position. I've said it about 3 times. I'll let you know one more time. Today is his 5th wedding anniversary. And I'm sure that would be awesome if he can hold that 5th position down. I know he'd like to get more, but at least hold that 5th position down. That would be pretty cool. In 6, you got Ryan Ferraro. He's having a really good run tonight, too. Well, we're going to find out shortly. Lights are off on that truck. That means one more time around. We're going to settle this, hopefully. We got 13 laps is all they got on these tires, so I don't think tire spins are going to be that big of an issue. Just go through them smooth. Stay away from anybody. It does seem like, though, you get caught up on that top side up there. You just can't seem to get anything done, hardly. The way around this track is on the bottom, it seems like. Mrs. Morris said she walked over there to the rig, gave her husband a little gib slap upside the head, and said, "Hey, pal, you better get 5th position for our 5th wedding anniversary." I'm just joking. She didn't do that. But he's going to give it all he's got, I'll tell you that. He's not going to settle for 5th, that's for sure. Keep an eye on the number 10. Anybody's race. These top 6 guys at least. Anybody's race right here. You're looking at 3 laps to go at the line. There's enough time. And here they come. Let's do it. Little Vinny's going to bring him around to the green flag. And there's the jump we were talking about. And right there it is. Whoa, we got tangling going on already back here. I am not sure who all it was. Guess we're going to find out. Good night. Before this is all over, if little Vinny might have to get a quarter in his note from his mom for this race. Let's see what happened here. 3 wide right there on the inside. That's not going to work out. It might have been the number 12, I think. Let's go back and look at this one. Lord, I don't know. We'll slow it down. Try to find him if I can. There we go. Let's take a look at it right here. Oh, no, it was not. It was the number 5. Spun around just at the tail end of the 12. That's what started that mess. That just flat out sucked. Go back and watch that one more time. Man, I mean, he just barely. Now you're riding along. Let's ride along with Ferraro. Let's ride along with him and watch this. Going through his gears, thinks everything is just fine. No big deal, right? And then all of a sudden, sideways. Not good. All right. I know what you guys are thinking. Morris. I'm thinking the same thing. For the love of God, can we get in these last few laps? Can we just go a couple more and not wreck? We've done so well all the way up to the last 12 laps of this race. Now we got a total of, actually, it's 5 caution laps. I'm sorry, 5 cautions. And 3 of them are right here within just a few laps of each other. 16 lead changes. If they keep this mess up, I'll have to have a quarter and a note for my mom. Stay up late. Picking on poor Vinny. Again, interesting though. Why is it interesting? Well, Mr. Morris is now in 3rd place. Mr. Anniversary Man. That's a pretty little spot right there. What's that going to mean? That means he will be the 2nd car on the bottom, I believe. And that's a nice little place to be. The Kid. I'm going to have to call him Ice Kid. Can't call him Ice Man because he's only, I think, 14 or 15. Well, I can call him Ice Kid because he is as cool as ice. It doesn't shake him. Nothing shakes him. Mr. Sinchek right there has led 166 laps. The difference, the only thing between him and a win is this 15 machine, this kid. Jacob's wife just said she's screaming from the living room. Hopefully he's got a headset on. We'll get the lights out on this Pates truck. We'll go around and do her again. Hopefully it'll be the last time we do it. Let's take a look. The Kid Vincent's leading the show. Sinchek's in 2nd. He's led the most laps. Morris is up there in that 3rd position. Thornock sitting in 4th. 5th is Walter. 6th is Parkman. Halsey. He's right there in the 7th spot. Zachary Compton. Check that out, folks. Up in the 8th spot already. Ryan Bird, 9th. Kyle Rochelle. He was up in front 1-2 all night long. Got hit by his own teammate. He's fought his way back up into the top 10. Again, we're going to do it one more time. You are watching NAISCC Cup League in Texas. Hanging out tonight, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies from the lobby. About ready to wind this puppy down. Again. Well, that's not what we want to see. Where'd he go? Mr. Senchek has checked out. Something has happened. He is not here. I do not see him anywhere. He may have had an internet problem. I'm not sure, but he is gone. That, my friend, is going to really suck. Vincent jumps out to a commanding lead. Now he's back. And he's gone again. If I was him, I pull the gun out and shoot that squirrel on the internet, because that just costed him the win right there, folks. Coming down, here we go. 1 to go right here. Who's it going to be? There's the kid, Vincent. Mr. Morris hanging on, trying to do something to catch the kid. At the same time, he's trying to keep the 57 behind him. Morris, 5th year wedding anniversary today. Boy, wouldn't it be awesome to see him get the win. He is all over Vincent right here. Gonna let him know that he's there, and it's not gonna happen. The kid's gonna win it right there, folks. The kid, Vinny Vincent, number 1. But you know what? Morris, what a job. Comes in 2nd. That is a heartbreaker, I'm telling you, for the number 8 machine. You guys stick around with me. We're going to be right back. Vinny Vincent is your winner, the boy wonder. We'll do a little talking with these guys, so nobody go anywhere. You're watching this all Max Speed TV. Right after the kid shows us how to do a burnout. I'm not leaving yet. Let's watch him do his thing. Must have been something in that juice box. I don't know. All right, guys, stick around. We're going to be right back. We'll talk to some of these guys, all right? Welcome back, everybody. NAISCC Cup League in Texas. I'm here with the top 3 guys, but before I get to these top 3 guys, man, I just got to interview this man, and that is going to be a guy who's led the absolute most laps. He dominated this whole entire event, and that is Mr. Tom Sinchek. Tom, you got a copy? It's Bobby.
I do. What's up?
All right, buddy. We all want to know what happened.
Oh, he's going to have his story. I'm going to have my story. I still love the kid to death, but I knew he was going to go down. I went down to block him. If you watch the replay, you'll see that he's on the middle of his cars in the middle white line right there. And instead of letting up and not going into the turn on the apron, he just got into me. It's a heartbreaker. Yeah, it was a rough one.
Right. And then didn't you have an internet issues too on the restart?
Yeah, they said that I was popping in and out, and it was for a second, and then I saw everybody disappear, and then they all came back. But yeah, I'm just glad it didn't mess anybody up right there.
Yeah, you popped out there for a little bit, and it's like, man, where'd he go? And finally, you came back in. Well, look, I give credit where credit's due, my friend. You led 166 laps of this race, and it's a tough one to swallow for sure. But I definitely want to give you your shout outs right here because, man, I feel for you, my friend. That was tough. And the internet situation right at the last lap. What's the chances of that?
It's whatever. That didn't really impact it as much as the race was, but yeah,
All
I'm
right.
looking at the replay right now. He's below that white line, and I'm in the bottom lane. But it is what it is, and we'll just move on to next week.
All right, buddy. You be
All
safe,
right.
and I can hear the disappointment in your voice. And like I said, I feel for you too, bud. But
Yes, sir.
there's always next week, my friend. So,
Yes, sir. There will be.
all right, we'll talk to you
No
later.
retaliation. I'm not about that.
You guys are a good bunch of dudes. I know you are.
Yeah.
It's all good. Well, we'll
right,
talk
bud.
to you tomorrow or next week. All right, buddy?
All right, we'll see you.
All right. Everybody was wanting to know what had happened, so I figured I'd just go ahead and get it out on the table and let them know what's going down. But it's sad. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a bad deal. But that's racing. Racing, that's just the way it is. Anyway, the number 3 guy. Talk to me, Thomas. You out there?
Yeah, I'm here, Bobby. What's going on?
Hey, pal. How you doing?
Doing all right. That last couple of 20 laps was quite eventful for the number 57 North Star Designs.
Yeah, I'd
Camry.
say it was.
I think we were at 20th. So I think we were at 8th before I think I saw Compton wreck in front of us. We're all pitting. We're all thinking, oh, okay, yeah, this is pretty much how it's all going to end up. It's going to become a what show coming up. It did turn into that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Huh? If you want
So,
to keep it, we gotta keep
I-
it clean for Morris's 2-year-old. But yeah, it was
That's
kind of,
right.
It was
That's
kind
right.
of it was kind of a poop show there towards the end. I mean,
It was definitely a poop show.
everybody's trying to go for the win. That's part of racing.
Exactly.
But,
And, I think we we unfortunately got caught up in an accident there. I shouldn't have been up in the top 3 at all night. I was a good top 10 car, but I should say driver. We're all on the same setups and everything like that. But those restarts, I got a hell of a restart on. I think a couple of them. I took I think Dakota 3 wide, and unfortunately those guys got caught up in a wreck outside of me. And then on that last restart, I was just able to stick it to the bottom. I was hoping to get up to the 2 up there, but like I said, I didn't deserve to be in the top 3 tonight. I'll take it, but
well, hey, you got your top 3 at least. Can't complain about that. Anybody out there that you want to thank before I let you go?
yeah, I obviously want to thank my wife for letting me do this. Saturday nights again.
Oh, that's always important.
isn't the easiest, but it's nice to have a wife that understands and is supportive of my hobby, I guess is what.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
But and then I call out Vinny here for taking the dub there. I know he was up front there a lot, and I hate that it ended under controversy, but sometimes that's how it happens. But next week's Martinsville, so anything could happen.
All right, buddy, you take care of yourself, and we'll catch you next week. All right.
All right, thanks, Bobby.
All right, buddy. All right, the anniversary man, Mr. Morris. What a run, son.
Yeah, it was a good run. I can't complain of where I finished at all.
Well, absolutely. I mean, heck of a job. And you had a little pressure on you. The wife said you got to finish at least in the top 5 for our 5th wedding anniversary today, which, by the way, congratulations. And you did several better than that. You brought it home in 2nd. So overall, a good night.
Yeah, we got a good restart in that last green white checker, and unfortunately, after the white flag, I babied it a little bit too much in 1 and 2, and Vinny got off a little bit of lead, and I just wasn't enough to catch back up in 3 and 4. So
I hear you, my friend. But congratulations, though, my friend. Well deserved. And give my littlest fan, give him a good hug for me and tell him sweet dreams tonight. You hear me?
For sure.
All right, buddy. You take care. Anybody you want to thank before I let you go?
Thank my wife for letting me race on our anniversary, first of all. And then also my sponsor, James Journey. Can't be in here without him. So,
All right, buddy. You be safe. Take it easy. We'll catch you next week in Martinsville, all right?
all right.
All right, later. All right, the guy that won this bad boy. Well, I can't call him a guy. He's a dadgum kid, but he drives like a man. I can tell you that. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about the one and only Mr. Vincent Sora. Talk to me, son.
Hey, man.
You
That
were
was a
up.
tough one.
You were up top 3 all night long. Top 3, top 4 all night long. You had a good car going there. You heard, you heard the Tom's rule or his thing. What happened, in that incident or whatever. You got your opportunity. You did win this race. I mean, feel free to talk about it. But anyway, you did come out the winner, and that's the way it looks like it is, and that's the way everybody is seeing it right now. So congratulations. But you did have a good car tonight, though.
Yeah, I feel like I did have a really good car. I knew that I could contend for the win, and on the final green flag pit stop there, I stayed out a lap after Tom and Kyle, and I knew that'd give me a little bit of an advantage towards the end of the run there. And I started to really reel him in, and I wasn't happy to see that caution because I feel like I could have at least gotten around Kyle, and I might have gotten Tom under just green flag racing there. But yeah, I mean, it ended up still going my way, and I just want to, address the Tom situation. I feel like I was there and racing below the white line, especially for what ended up being the win. I feel like, you can certainly do that, and he's the one that put me in that situation. So,
Well, that's
didn't
why
want.
that's why you got admins. They'll watch it, they'll look it over. It's racing's racing. And I can guarantee I'd do everything I could to block if I certainly could. And that's just part of the game. There's always a winner and there's always a loser, and that part's what really sucks. I mean, but anyway, he was dominant, no doubt about it. 160 some laps, but you got to be there at the very, very end. And fortunately, you were the one that came out on top on this deal. But now look, I know I talked to you before the race, and you told me you had a freshly chilled juice box, and you're well hydrated, and you felt really positive going into this event anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had it all set up and ready to go for tonight.
Well, you showed it. You definitely did. You ran definitely good. Ran up front, all up top there, top 3, 4 all night long. Congratulations on your win. And is there anybody that you want to thank before I let you go tonight?
Honestly, just everyone in the league. You for broadcasting. Of course, Thomas, because he's the reason that I have this beautiful paint scheme every week. Thanks to him for making it for me.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself. Get your butt in bed. It could be past your bedtime, young man.
All right, I will, man.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
All right, have a good one, Bob.
All righty. Always fun. Well, we have some happy campers. We have some unhappy campers. Part of racing. That's just the way it is. I'm sure they'll talk through it, work through it, and we'll be back doing it next week at Martinsville. And I can promise you next week there's going to be some more unhappy campers. That's just the way it is in racing. It doesn't matter if it's live or if it's in iRacing. You're out here running 200 laps, Things happen, and it's kind of a tough thing to swallow. I get it. 160 some laps led. Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. But the kid did come out on top, and he is the winner tonight. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to the rest of the guys, especially the second place, Mr. Morris, on his anniversary. That's pretty awesome. I'd like to see him win it, but hey, second's better than sixth because he had to get top 5, his wife said. But anyway, I like to thank everybody that's been out here watching this here with us. In the meantime, you guys be safe. We'll catch you next week at Martinsville, it looks like. You were watching the NISCC Cup League at Texas. What a heck of a finish it was. But this is Bobby with all the hobbies from MaxspeedTV. You know how it goes. We'll catch you next week. You guys be safe. See ya.